Hello there. This video might be a little bit confusing if I edited this correctly and all that sort of stuff. This should be a somewhat part of a series I'm doing on really small mobile phones. The phone today is based off the 3310, but that's not really a small phone in comparison. I have reviewed 3310 clones, but I don't know if I will film those videos or not too sure. I did do some phone baby phones, which they're tiny little iPhones. They're not actually iPhones, they look like iPhones. And then there was this thing that I reviewed in a super tiny phone roundup, and this happens to be one of the smallest phones I have ever seen in my entire life. It's very small, and it's got a tiny little screen. And yeah, so let's keep that in reference, but the 3310s need to be out for a moment. So while they all stay over there, we have a parcel. This arrived today in the mail. I've been waiting about 3 weeks for this from eBay. There is a bunch of listings on eBay for these phones that have just popped up everywhere, and I figured that I may as well buy one and have a look and see what it does. Now, according to the listing, this is the world's smallest mobile phone, and it's a voice changer again. This is the dual SIM late star BM10 U8L4J6. I'll just display it here. The funny thing is, though, it says it's an MP3 and an MP4 player, which MP4 is either the MP4 codec for like MPEG-4 files, audio files, or is it video files? I don't know. I'll also put the link in the description if you want to have a look at it, but it is clearly looking like the 3310, but in really tiny form. So, on the packaging there is quantity and detailed description of the content, which is small cell phone ×1. It is $18.24 USD. I think it was $18.50 Australian, if I remember correctly. I'm not too sure. Honestly, it weighs nothing, so what do you expect? So anyways, let's have a look at this. This little knife is come in handy, I'll tell you that. Oh, okay, what do we have here? Right, I'm too scared to turn it around, just in case. But this is a BM10 mini wireless dialer mini phone. Color black and white, because that's what I chose. The screen, not the screen, the screen is 0.66 inches, which is exactly the same as the other one. SIM card option, yeah, well, it's actually dual SIM plus a micro SD card. Interesting. 350 milliamp hour battery, mini phone to make or receive mobile phone via wireless. I'm pretty sure that this is exactly the same as the other mini phone. In terms of packaging, anyways. Okay, maybe it's supposed to be like that. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, it is tiny. Wow, alrighty. The GTStar mini phone BM10. Wireless dialer mini phone. Wireless call, the voice call. The best and the smallest backup phone in the world. There is the IMEI numbers, I don't really care about them. And it is only 2G, so if you plan to use this in Australia, I'm pretty sure Vodafone networks close on the 31st of July. I'm filming this on the 17th of July, and my dates on this channel are all over the place, so yeah, you're probably not going to be able to use it here in Australia, but we'll see what we can do. So inside of this box, we get the phone and a very tiny micro USB cable. It's a very appropriate micro USB cable. I'm gonna say the box is actually, like, even though it's a generic box, it kind of feels alright. And yeah, look, that's fancy. That's on an angle. Cool. Alright, over to the side. Yeah, USB cable, micro USB. It is tiny. It is useless, sort of, because I've got other chargers. Then we have the BM10 user's manual. It's in Chinese to the 23rd of the 9th, 2017. Okay, so it's still under warranty, technically. Sorry. Oh, okay. If anybody wants a scan of this, I will do a scan of this and put it on somewhere. I don't know. There's a few spelling mistakes. It plays video. Supposedly it plays video. Righto. Gotcha. Okay, right, let's... yeah, if anyone wants a scan of this, let me know, and I will scan it and upload it somewhere for everyone to read it, because it is quite funny. Having a look at the actual unit itself. Okay. We may have to zoom in at this point in time. Is it the same size as the other one? I want to know. Whoa, it's a little thicker, but it's tinier. So, there you go. I don't even know if that's a 4-way directional key or if it's just up and down. I have no idea at this point in time. Quickly, as a point of reference, there is a 3310, a retail 3310 3G, versus this little tiny thing here. Then, I had the other small 3310 that I reviewed, and it's, yeah. Okay, I have zoomed into it as absolutely best as I can. There is a little tiny screen protector installed by default. So around it, it is just a little tiny phone. Is this... no, it's just a two-way directional. That's all it is. Sorry if it's going to go out of autofocus. It's because it's focused on this and nothing else. Alright, so let's take off the back cover and see what we have to deal with. Ugh, okay. Oh, radio. It has the same battery as per the other tiny little phone. The battery weighs nothing. It's just like a sheet of paper. Now, this should have a little insulation tape thing. I don't know why I said installation. So this needs to be taken off. Oh, is it? Holy shit. Okay, this is actually dual SIM. Yeah, alright. No worries. Notes on battery. Use only original batteries and charger. Do not disassemble or short circuit the battery. Must be recycled or disposed properly. May explode if damaged in fire. Made in China. I don't see any spelling mistakes on there. So, thumbs up for that one. So supposedly the resolution of the screen is 128 pixels by 128 pixels. So we'll have to try that. So let's install the first SIM card here. Is it nano or micro? Be nano. Of course it would be nano. What the flip? Instructions unclear. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've just worked it out. Sorry, the SD card slot's in here. My bad. My bad. I feel like an idiot now. Yeah, I'd say that's probably how it's supposed to go. It's an L8Star. Hang on, what's the package? L8Star? No, GTStar. Why does it say L8? Oh, who knows? Let's just power this thing on, because you've been staring at this thing for too long. It's time to power this thing on, if it has charge, and see if it claims to be an MP4 player. Here we go. Welcome. That sounded fantastic. Now, if you're seeing the strobing pattern just here, it's not like that. It's just like the display's monochrome. And unfortunately, no service. So I think that the 2G network in Australia has been shut down. That sucks. Right, so we have phone book, messaging, call sent, multimedia, Bluetooth, extras, settings, and we're back to phone book. Obviously phone book has... Can I just tell you how tiny this display is? It's... Okay, so pretty much the end of a USB cable is about the size of the screen that you're looking at. So just imagine that. Obviously we can't really do much with this because Vodafone's not working on it, and I don't think I can change any APN settings or anything like that. Messaging, well, right, Right, so after waiting about a century, you get to find out that it actually says right message. Oh, was that a, no. I thought the D-pad was able to be pressed down, but it's not. Let's go call send, and nothing in call send, just a bunch of crap. Multimedia, audio, I'm going to say audio player, sound recorder, and that's it. So it mentioned video in the instruction manual, but obviously there's no video. Of course, there's no video. Imagine watching video on this thing. Yeah. Bluetooth. Bluetooth dialer, power off, visibility on, my name, yes, anti-lost, something or other. Does all that sort of stuff. Extras, magic voice. Well, unfortunately, I can't do anything with the magic voice. I did do a demonstration of the magic voice in the video with the smaller phone, the other small phone. When the 2G network was all operating, I was able to demonstrate that, and it was hilarious. Hilarious at best. There is an alarm. There's a file manager built. How are you meant to... Alright, let's... Okay, so this is my SD card, presumably. Yep, that's my SD card, alright. I believe I have a video on here. I do. Yeah. Obviously, it's not going to work. There is an option to view photos. There you go, that's what a photo looks like on here. Brilliant. You know, there is probably a little sort of way that you could manipulate a tiny little monochrome image to appear right here. But yeah, just nah, I don't think that's gonna work. So obviously we have our standard, you know, option button and back button, call and call, and our numeric keypad, which, you know what, to be honest, the keys work. It's usable. At best, it's usable. I'm able to use it. I'm able to navigate around. It's just that the screen is so tiny and you can't really see what's going on. But it reads my micro SD card. So we will try some music in a second. Phone settings, time and date, schedule, English, preferred input ABC or T9 it should be. Flight mode. Oh, human voice. Settings, right? Number... report. Yeah, just gotta wait a bit. I wonder what that does. That's a bit strange. Might have to consult the manual if the manual says anything about human voice. Security. What can honestly? What security could we do? Phone lock. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you can lock the keypad. Remember those days, people? Screen auto lock 15 seconds. Yeah, okay. SIM 2 security. Yeah. Dual SIM settings. Only SIM 2. So there's not really a lot to look at, is there? It's very, very simple. So obviously we know what Bluetooth's going to do. So you can use this as, you know, a little Bluetooth mini thing. There's no, like on the previous ones, there's no back cover that you could put on this to use it as a little Bluetooth earpiece. You can use it as a Bluetooth speaker, of course. Why go through all that trouble when we could just play it straight off the SD card? So I'm going to see if I can play Rip and Tear off the micro SD card. We're going to see what the sound output is of this tiny little thing. So I've actually got a proper little decibel meter now, so we'll test it. Alright, to give you a fair view of what's going on here, I have my little decibel... Little? Yeah, fair enough. Meter here so we can test it. So let me go into multimedia. Alright, here we go. I don't believe I can turn the volume up. Let me do some stuffing around and I might see if I can work this out. Okay, so I've connected my iPhone SE to this little thing here. So I've got it here. So it's all connected. No, it's just disconnected. Okay, right. I'm going to try a song that I've made and try and play it on here for, you know, copyright reasons. Alright, time to pump this thing full ball, but we're going to get to the good part first. Okay, headphone users, be prepared for some dubstep. Well, it's not that loud of a speaker because it's absolutely tiny. So there you go. That wasn't really much to expect now, was it? Was it? Whatever. So, thoughts on this. Since I can't test any calling functions or anything, I'm going to say that it's a very basic phone. Very, very basic, but for the money you pay, which, yeah, is like 20 bucks, you do get something novelty based. You can show your friends and go, hey, look at this tiny little 3310, it actually works. Look, see, I can play my music and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, just purely for novelty, unless your country still, has 2G functionality. You could use this as a backup phone for various methods. I won't name the methods, but there are various methods you could use this for. Just use your imagination. Otherwise, yeah, it's a cool little novelty, and it's good to sort of display next to the real 3310 as it just, yeah, completely dominates it. The next question I want to ask myself is, I want to know what's inside of it. I mean, obviously there's not much, it's just going to be a PCB and a screen and some buttons, but I'm curious. Well, at least it has a common courtesy to say goodbye. Well, I think a teardown is in place at the moment. Oh, I completely forgot to show you. There's the micro USB port on the top there, which you can use to connect to your computer or your charger or whatever you want to connect it to. Completely forgot about that till the end. There is no headphone jack on here either. There is a lanyard strap and a speaker grill, but that's about it. So when removing the back cover, the battery will just sort of fly off in another direction. There appears to be just 2 screws holding this thing together, but I'm going to take out my micro SD card first, just to be on the safe side. Using the powers of a fancy tool set, we can... Oh, hang on. Are these actually screws there? Yeah, they are. We can get into this thing, perhaps. Yes, we can. We have to break the warranty seal for this. No longer under warranty now. Can't claim anything. Using Jerry Rig Everything's famous pry tool, I'm going to see if I can do exactly the same thing here. See if there's any way that it sort of splits apart. I don't see any. Sorry if my hands are just in the way, but, it's hard working on a phone made for ants. Right, so, lucky I didn't pull a little bit further there, but there is the basic sort of look of it. It is an M100 version 0.1. There is some IDs just there, if you can see. 2018. 2018, yeah. There's all the innards and all that sort of stuff. You can see the micro SD card slot just there. The 2 SIM cards, both nano. And then we flip this over and we will see the tiny, tiny little screen. Literally tiny. And all this plating on here for the keyboard. That all clicks into place and all that sort of stuff. And you'll notice that there's no earpiece. Separate from that, it's actually this back speaker that works as the earpiece that comes through here. And the keypad has epoxy blobs on it, because why not? They look like epoxy blobs anyways. Time to put this thing back together then. That was very interesting. Alright, it's all clicked back into place. Let's just quickly see if it does work still. If I've broken it, honestly. No, I haven't broken it. It's all good. That is pretty much the end of the video. I'm sorry if this has went on too long, but I just wanted to cover this little novelty, pure novelty thing. And as I said, yeah, it could be used for, a backup phone if you've got 2G in your country. Otherwise, yeah, pure novelty. Worth the 20 bucks though, sort of. I mean, you can get a smartphone for like almost 25 bucks now. So, yeah, it's up to you. Novelty or functionality, your choice. If you are watching this, there should be the other parts of my mini phone series that I've had a look at. So be sure to watch them, have a look at them, have a laugh, have a cringe, and leave a like or whatever. And I think that's all I need to mention in this video for this L8 star, late star, GTStar, whatever. I will leave the link in the description below if you would like to have a look at it. If you do not want to look at it, that's fine. Don't click the link. Everything's okay. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, whatever that may be. If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.